everyone! Sorry for the late start, but welcome for today's mission in Final Fantasy! One moment. The late start is because first Sammy threw up all over the apartment, and right after I was done cleaning and started the stream and was happy, I stepped into a tick they dropped. And then I had to clean out all the blood splatters all over the apartment. Damned having cats in the summer, aren't ya? Hopefully, I did buy these very expensive tick drops. Hopefully they will actually work and I will not have to deal with ticks for at least a few weeks. That would be nice. That would be really nice. I'm gonna make space for everything. You do let me know if the microphone is doing something strange again, because my phone is lying relatively close to it. Getting close and comfy here. There we go. I am Chaos. Usually I try to take at least a few calm minutes before the stream starts. Everything set up and everything nice. Today, not so much. But it seems to everything be working. So, before I forget it again, let's start again. Here, let's start Stream Raiders. What quest do I have? Place tanks and archers. So I'm going to start with an archer. There, this is an archer. Howdy doody! I'm lucky we don't have a lot of ticks near me. We have a lot of ticks near me because I'm living in the middle of a forest. And I have 3 cats that just love going outside and that also hair a lot, which means that my mouse currently is a bit slower because for some reason there's a lot of hair stuck in it. Trying to fix a lot of stuff here. Dip, 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 dip. Maybe that'll help the mouse. I'll have to figure something out to clean the mouse a bit more effective. The last one of this make had a bit of a bigger hole at the bottom, so I was able to clean it more efficiently by just sticking pliers in it. Anyway, all I'm interested now is just story quests. So we had just talked with the Science of the 7th Dawn, I think. Camp Drybone. Okay, Camp Drybone. And what is this? Like mother, like daughter. I think that's my it's my new class quest. Anyway, you here, Eastern Thailand. I can already go there. Let's be lazy. What kind of mouse do I use? What's the name? It's a Corsair something mouse. Has 12 buttons on the side, which I need. I need these 12 buttons. They are essential. They are so good when I'm gaming, and I tend to always be overwhelmed with what you have to click. So I have everything I can on shortcuts or in my mouse. And I'm not a very bright person. I keep forgetting my shortcuts, my everything. So in the end, I can only have the most essential stuff on my mouse, and if my mouse isn't having these buttons, I don't have the stuff, I don't have the keys, and I just forget everything and I don't use anything, and then I suck at every game, which is anyway the history of my life. But yeah, it's some Corsair gaming mouse, pretty neat. It's the one that has the buttons on the side, not the one that kind of looks like a little fighter jet thingy. Bad description because it looks nothing like a fighter jet, but you'll know when you see the comparison. But yeah, I love these 12 buttons on the side. My favorite mouse. I had the same one years ago. I bought it and used it for years. But then the cats actually spilled something to drink on both my keyboard and my mouse. And I just now have been able to replace both. It's slow. By the way, they spilled that over half a year ago. So yeah. Tuesday for lightweight. Yeah, usually people have these normal office mouses, right? Probably have the RBG. Not quite sure about the name, but probably. But yeah, I tried working with an office mouse, I just can't. I just need these buttons. Anyway, let's get into it, because I can't wait to actually finally do dungeons. I know that we did dungeons last week. I just want to do more. Hi, I'm Isenbert, here to search for the missing folk, I take it. Minfilia sent word that an adventure fitting your description would be along. She also warned us to be wary of the Amaljar. It seems we know who the culprits are, at the very least. No, I bear no official title at this camp, but the people here have come to look to me for leadership. You have my word that I'll do all I can to help see the victims safely returned. Let's get right to it, then. Minfilia names the Amaljar culprits in all this. You would do well to investigate them first. Much harm has been levied on these lands by Amaljar hands. The flames burn when they might, but their light cannot stay the darkness in all places at all times. God damn it, I keep clicking. There have been brutal murders of callers at the Church of Saint Adama Landama. Adama Landama, say that 10 times fast. Innocents, wishing no more than to pay their respects to the dead. The poor souls deserve a proper burial. I would see to the deed before the mongrels catch the scent. But I know not if the Amaljar still linger. Would you secure their remains for me, friend? You will find them on the eastern road. 12 willing, you may even come to learn something of what the Amaljar seek in this area. Will do. RPG Miles for explosive gaming. What's a PewDiePie gaming mouse? I mean, I know of PewDiePie, even under my stone I've heard of PewDiePie. What's a PewDiePie gaming mouse? Not stone, rock. Same difference. By the way, guys, I have bought Bean Boozles. I probably shouldn't have, but I thought it would be fun. So whenever there's a new subscriber or a subscription renewal, I will eat a Bean Boozle. I have a little wheel in there that I can spin that tells me which color to take. Or I can just grab one randomly. I can leave that up to you guys. But yeah. Bean Boozles. I can't wait. I really loved them when they first came out after Harry Potter came out. I never liked the Harry Potter movies, but I like the Bean Boozles. Boozles. Okay, I will eat the bean. Which bean? You want me to spin or just grab one? So I have this little wheel in there, so I can spin it, or I can just grab one. Oh, they smell so horrible. I don't want to. I hope they are similar to the jelly beans that I ate when Harry Potter came out, but I'm pretty sure that the horrible taste is way more pronounced in them. Spin for more fear. Okay. Spin. It's landed on a green one, so let's grab a green one. Oh yeah, that's very disgusting. What's the green one? Oh. that just got something. Snot. Okay. I would have preferred pear, which is the other green option. But I got snot. Ah. At least it seems to be tasting more like chemicals than anything else, so that's a plus. But that is not tasty. They did a good job. The Harry Potter ones were, well, they were way more jelly bean. This is a lot more taste pronounced, which is really good. Well, this is, the package says nut or a pear, sour pear. What's the other one? So we have these, we have pink ones. One is Tutti Frutti, one is Stinky Socks. We have orange ones. That's either dead fish or a strawberry banana smoothie. We have white ones that are bad milk or coconut, which is both something I'd hate. We have green ones that are juicy pear or snot. We have another style of orange ones, which are vomit or pear. We have brown ones that are dog food or chocolate pudding. Black ones that are licorice and... oh, what's the name of that animal? The one that's spraying stinky stuff? Anyways, there is stinky stuff spraying animal spray stink. Then we have yellowish ones, which are either butter popcorn or bad egg. Then we have brown white ones that are either stinky cockroach? Is that right? Might be stinky cockroach. I don't know. Stinkwanze in German. Or roasted marshmallow. And then we have some white ones with funny dots in them. That's either dirty dishwater or birthday cake. That's some interesting tastes here. Skunk, thank you very much. But yeah, that are all the jelly bean tastes. Dog food or pudding is bad. Pudding bad too. Yeah, that's very interesting. And every subscription I will eat one. Yeah. I should probably still keep in mind to thank for the subscription. So thank you very much for the subscription. Much appreciated. I hope that you had fun with me eating a jelly bean, bean boozle. Must have changed because I had grass up here when I did it. This is the 5th edition. So I don't know about any previous editions. They added the last 2 that I read. And probably changed some other stuff too. Maybe there's more packages with more flavors. I'd have to check that out, or you guys just buy me them. That's also a possibility. If I don't have them on my throne already, you can actually go to German Amazon and suggest, that's the word, suggest it as something I can put on my wish list. And then you can buy it from me. And you even force up an autosort. Well, thank you very much, and I ate a bean, as I told I would. It is good to see you returned, but you're able to secure the remains of our fallen. Yep. With the bodies given back proper to the earth, the souls will find their way across to the other side. You have done a noble deed this day, I thank you. Now then, what of the Amalja? Did you see any? Surely such a massive monstrosity as they cannot conceal their presence, much less take their quarry unawares. Ah, so there were Amalja remaining after all. I feared as much. Their part in the lowborn disappearing is all but confirmed, but I sense there is more to this than meets the eye. The occasional Amalja riding party would not account for people going missing in these kinds of numbers. The total is too great and the questions too many. It would not surprise me in the least to learn of another hand in this. But whose? Countless travelers pass through Drybone every day, and even if it were one among them, how would we best discover who may be implicit in these vanishings? But say we turn an eye to the common folk themselves. It may be among them that we find the reasons for the vanishings, 12 forbidden be so. There is a merchant by the name of Angast who was born here in Dryborn and grew up in the Golden Bazaar. A rough character, but he knows the people here better than anyone else. I'd wager he is at the inn, quaffing away the day's earnings. Here, I'll write a note for you to show him. Else he's not like to speak to you. Thank you. Should we just queue for attention while we quest? I feel like we might just want to queue for attention while we quest. Yeah, well, gods be damned. You're that bloody adventurer who threatened me back in Ulta. What in the seven else do you want with me now? Dear friend, missing people, please help. Whoop. Yours, Isenbird. Folk around here are as very as they come. They'll turn tail and run if you so much as pass wind nearby. Played them all for fools and cooked some hard labor out of them, they did. If anything, they're even more timid than before, but with all the disappearances. You can go talk to them yourself if you don't believe me. Okay, that was useful. Please, miss, just leave me be. I could give food to people. I have nothing to say with this. Thal Taiku, or whatever's been feeding off us low folk. I'm gonna catch them. What do you want from me? I don't know anything, I swear. Please don't kill me. Just as I told you, wasn't it? The whole lot of them are terrified. There's been talk of folk getting abducted, but if you ask me, they simply up and moved on to a better place. This place isn't exactly Costa del Sol, if you know what I'm saying. That doesn't help me in finding them. Suddenly sunshine. Welcome back. Have you learned aught of import? I see. I suppose I should have expected as much from Ungust. Well, another thought occurred to me in your absence. The common folk are nothing if not fervent in their religious beliefs. Perhaps as they speak freely to their gods, then the clergymen know something of use. Well, that might be useful. If we would know what the common folk speak of to their gods, we've no better place to ask than the church of Saint Adama Ladama. It is a small and humble church, found to the northwest of here. And as long as you are headed there, might I ask you to deliver this embalmed corpse? A morbid request I grant you, but it must be borne to burial, and I trust none more than you to see it done. Seek out a man named Marcus. He tends the graves of the Light Shard. He will tell you where the body is to be interred. Yeah, okay. I think I will lay this body to rest, and then I'll at least queue for one dungeon. I remember a side quest from here. It was a funny one. So much space up here. There we go, Marcus. I am Marcus, yes. A body, of course. There have been so many bodies of late. I apologize, miss. If you seek a place for burial, then there is an empty grave atop the ridge. Take the path and lay him to rest there. This? This. That's a very beautiful one. Hmm. Me just carrying a corpse in my back pocket. And now what? Now it's just lying there. Oh no, wait, I have to bury it. Okay. Oops. May they all walk in Thalm's realm. What? Missing people? I'm afraid I cannot help you. But maybe Sister Orkin can. She has been kind to me. Everyone has been so kind. I don't know why, though. Pardon me. You will find Sister Orkin within the church walls. Let's go meet the sister. Oh, there. You have done us the service of burying a fallen soul. Please accept our gratitude and extend it to Eisenbart when next you see him. You seek knowledge of missing Dryborn inhabitants? It is true, I am closer to the people than any other of the Order. I confide in them, and they in me. When they wish to speak to their keeper, Thal, I am the medium through which they do. Should I learn anything pertinent, I will be sure to share the information with you. I only wish Marcus would be more helpful in the matter. I pray he did nothing to offend. He saw terrible things during the calamity. His scars run deep. Indeed, he seems to now prefer the company of the dead over the living. While tragic, I fear such behavior ill befits the Church. I received word not too long ago one of our secret recent, a man named Thancred, I believe, took offense at his conduct and must have word with Marcus soon. Welcome back, Fuzzles. You can watch in peace now? Bother before? I hope it's not a bother that I keep pushing you, dude. I'm happy that you're here, Frizzles. I'm happy for everyone that is here. Thank you, Saint. A burial is no easy thing, even when the departed is a stranger. Were you able to learn aught of the missing common folk? You've been keeping yourself rather busy of late, haven't you? A pleasure, mighty Eisenbart. My name is Thancred, and I share a passion with you and our mutual friend here for learning what has become of these missing persons and why. I too spoke with Ungust, more times than I care to count. There seems to be some truth to his notion of the common folk speaking their secrets only to those in service to the gods. Prostration, prayer, penance, abject deeds done behind closed doors, away from prying eyes. Who better to take the pious unawares than she who takes confession, the good sister Orson herself? Orson, she wouldn't, she couldn't. Even the most beautiful roses have thorns, my friend, and you would be wise to keep an eye on this rose. Still, the Lich Keeper Marcus. I swear to the 12 I've seen that face elsewhere before. I remember where. Oh, just. Like I started getting camembert. Camembert sounds tasty. I could do with some camembert again. Always good. Maybe next time I go shopping, I buy some camembert as well. Pushing me. Me pushing you to push other stuff away so you can watch me. That's what I mean. I know my brain works in very strange ways. I'm not a good thinker. You can breed roses to have no thorns. I think I heard of these roses, but I mean, it's not actual botanical here, so. Sister Orson, it cannot be. Though she is wont to travel to the Golden Bazaar on her own, and it is not uncommon to see her speaking to the children. But no, it could not be she, could it? I grow wary of these suspicions. I know there is one child in particular that she is fond of. Pray seek out the boy, and see if you cannot glean something from him about Orson's activities. Back to the church, I think. No, I really want to eat camembert. Damn it. Yeah, next time I go shopping, I really have to buy some. Wait, where is... Oh. He's a bit further away, isn't he? I just noticed that I'm completely overleveled. I want to do more dungeons, but I'm already so overleveled. Damn it. What do I do? You know, you can care for children without it going weird ways. Love the background music. Hey, Chocobo! Nothing. Thanks. Please help! Sister Urson went all on her own and hasn't come back. She always reads to me right here about Thal and the Order and the other side. I told her I lost my shiny thing and she went looking for it. But what if the monsters outside hurt her? Please find her. Shiny thing? Shiny thing? I see the area. I wonder what shiny thing he lost. Just one more. Boop. You're the one from the church. Thank goodness you arrived, and you did. It seems my gratitude is yours yet again. You spoke with the child? Yes, well, I was able to find his lost trinket. It is a ring given him by his mother before she passed. I will see it safely back to him. Would he really have called it shiny thing if it was such an important item? Okay, back to Dryburn. I've outleveled the area so badly. Ah. Dungeons do give a lot of XP though. I just wish I already had unlocked this, but I think I need a little bit more in the story quest. I just don't know when I'll be able to unlock mounts. That will make it so much better. Not interested in joining. But I can take this to... Just one. Yeah. Numbing. Neko-chan. Neko Miyete. There we go. Oops. Not the right... No, that was the right one. Damn it. Yep. I like the clothes they're wearing. Oh, that's bad timing. I'll do Stream Raiders after the dungeon. I think the aggro may have jumped. Yep. Oh well, they're dealing with it. I should have probably checked Stream Raiders before I went to the dungeon. I know that there's hotkeys for targeting your friendlies. I have to check which hotkey it was. I wonder at what point I will actually be on par with the quest, with the story. Because I remember that at times, even while doing pretty much all of the side quests, I had to level up a bit to continue with the story. Well, for now I have to actually reach a little bit further into the story. We haven't even left Uldan yet. Well, Thanalan rather. There are still many more areas to go through. Hehe. I can't wait until we actually get to the higher level dungeons. Some are really interesting. The mechanics are getting more and more elaborate as levels go on. Still got quite a bit of HP to go. Well, about 10%. Now, 3, 2, 1. Beep. I should actually sort through my equipment at some point. Okay, let's collect some more. I don't remember the name of the ice area right now. Ice and snow area, but that was my favorite. I can't wait until we go there again. Aww, that was a cute sound. What's the treasure cover? No one wants it? Yeah, I guess we already all have it. I really have to remember what to do with that stuff. Yep. Oh, last one logged off. It's a beautiful effect. When the dungeons become harder is also very interesting. I wonder if I still remember anything from that. It has been over 2 years with everything, pretty much, but I did a lot of the harder dungeons later. So maybe I still remember some of that. No! They're just evading the chests by now. I can actually get that one. Boom! I kind of wish he'd run through a little bit more. Like, I can heal it. That's not a problem. He just has to pull enough that it's interesting for me to heal. In Ragnarok, we had these parties. The spawn and monster behavior was completely different in Ragnarok. Monsters of, well, the categories that spawn on one map would spawn all across the map, and maps would always be areas and sub-areas. So you wouldn't have whole countrysides as one map. You would have one area being one map, and then you go to the next area, and each map had its own monsters. And the monsters would spawn with certain amounts in total over the whole map. Randomly. They could spawn wherever, and they could walk wherever. So when you got a farming party together, it was indeed possible to gather the whole map, and it was, back then it was still allowed, to gather the whole map together and then run with it into your party and have your damage dealers kill it off while your tanks keep you while your healers keep you alive. So you had, I think it was always 3 tanks. You had a backup tank, and you had always 2 that were outside pulling monsters in. And then you always had 2 healers that would always focus on healing the tank, and 2 healers that would always focus on healing the party. It was lovely. You had supporters too. Like, there was always 2 bard and dancer duos in the teams as well. And the tanks would come back, and usually you'd have one tank mapping half the map, coming back, barely surviving, then the another tank coming back with the other half of the map, and then the time the first half respawned. I love Ragnarok farming. I didn't know that training wasn't a thing in most games until Ragnarok actually closed its doors. Huh, I got a lot of stuff here. I was like, why is training not a thing? Why is training monsters behind you not a thing? It's the most natural way of farming. That's what you do. Hello there, Akia the Red. Thank you very much for dropping by. That is so sweet of you. How are you doing? Streamlabs doesn't want to? That is strange. I can't really check my browser right now, but shouldn't it usually want? Then again, now that you say it, we didn't have any of the timed messages. Give me a moment, I will start up my browser. Hope my PC survives it. Reason why I say is that it's not a StreamYard clip. I'm blending in StreamYard, so we are doing StreamYard right now. There. Frazzles, thank you very much. You're the best mod I could have ever hoped for. Yeah, just running SR. Streamlabs seems to be having problems right now. The pages, and you can actually see it. Why can't you see it? There. Yeah. But yeah, the page isn't loading for some reason. So I don't know what's going on. But it seems to be having trouble right now. I did also have a timed message in there. It loaded. I will just restart Cloudbot really quick. You are Ghost! Woo! Ah, Cloudbot turned itself off. I turned it on, it should work now. Yeah. I don't know why it was turned off. I usually always have it turned on. I specifically made sure when I put a new command in before, not command, timed message, that it was on. Frezzles, can you test something, please? Just write any command. It should work now, else I will just have to restart. Very strange. And yeah, stream race is done. And I'm way over leveled. Ah, this time it's working. Wonderful. I have no idea what's going on with Discord at the not with Discord. God damn it, Brian. With Streamlabs at the moment. It just kind of decided that it didn't like me, I guess. Just turned off Cloudbot for no reason. But now it's turned back on, so hopefully it will work without problem now. You're just redoing a bunch of junk in OBS. After 2 years of break, I'm getting into Final Fantasy again. So I decided to make a new character to relearn everything. And I'm currently on the level 18 story quests. Meanwhile, I'm also doing dungeons, so I'm actually almost level 30. I just want to do more dungeons, but I'm not at that level yet that I can do so many, so I should do more story quests. I love the dungeons here though, they are always amazing, so I can't wait for the later ones. I decided to not do the story quests, or at least not yet. If I will ever do them on stream is up to you guys, but at least for now I will focus on actually just going through the story. And maybe at some point when you guys say do the story quest, or do all the story quests from now on, or don't do story quests at all, I will decide what happens with the story quests. I mean, I still have all of the other classes to level, so that's one thing. Sister Orson was attacked outside of the Golden Bazaar. God's forefend. I will secure a room in the inn for her should she require any rest. Searching for the mementos of orphans, and risking her own well-being in the doing, no less. Certainly not the dastardly deeds Thancred would have us believe. Well, I wonder... I am well glad I reserved that inn room for Sister Orson. It seems she received greater injuries from her attackers than she initially let on. Thankfully, she is expected to make a full recovery. But now, on to the matter at hand. Thancred came looking for you once more. He left word that he will be waiting at the Amaljar encampment to the southeast. I pray the two of you are able to uncover some evidence regarding these disappearances. Let's see. I don't think I could run the story again. Well, it's been, I did the story last actually about 3 years ago, when I started. So it's been a while since I last played the story, so it is still very interesting again for me. Oh. Huh. So I actually quite enjoy just going through the story again. The hardest part is actually the talking, the constant reading of the quest text. I'm not a very social person, so in real life I don't talk very much, even when I had a roommate. So it is very taxing for my voice cords, vocal cords. But that's pretty much the only thing. If I would just have more time for streaming and better trained vocal cords, I would just go through all the side quests. I would do everything in order and would drag all of you guys with me through every little side quest there is. I'm a completionist. I love doing it that way. I love doing every quest, every little bit, everything, reading every book. That's what I love to do. But I only have so much time for streaming, and my vocal cords can only take so much abuse, so... Which is also why I'm thinking of at least not reading the story quests. Like just clicking through them. And not story quests, the side quests. but doing them on stream. But I'm not sure. So I'm just not doing them at all right now, procrastinating. I'm good at that. I think we all are, or most of us at least, so... I can't wait to get to the parts that I haven't played yet there. Oh, she should replay the story quest. I still, when I stopped playing, I was still capped at 80. So I leveled, I think, multiple classes. Maybe not all, but at least multiple classes to 80, I think. Might have been all, but I'm not sure anymore. And yeah, that's where I left off. So I can't wait to see the new story, and I think there's already new stuff announced again, so yay! I want to play more! The problem is that I'm not financially well standing right now, so I'm using the 60 days of game time that my real life friend Psycho Rave gave me. Who knows what I'll do once these 60 days run out. I don't want to stop playing, but who knows? I still have Destiny to play, so that's one thing. Kind of skipped a lot, was in a hurry to get the end game to join the friend that got me into the game. That's what I did in the first time when I played it. I think I streamed a lot of it too, but I didn't read anything. I just skipped through a lot of stuff. The first time I played it. First time I streamed and leveled it. So I'm actually very much enjoying this calmly going through everything. Plus I now have viewers that actually listen to me going through everything, so it's worth it to read it. But yeah, the first time I just went through everything. Off stream I did all the side quests, and on stream I did most of the story quests, not even all of them. A lot of them were also off stream, and I think the newer stuff was purely off stream. Newer back then. Yeah. And then I took this about 2 years break. It may even be close to 3 years now, I'm not sure. Of course, once I got there, they stopped playing. Oh yeah, I know that so badly. When I had finally reached end content, she took a break from playing because of family. And when I couldn't pay for the content anymore, she was like, now I'm playing. At least with her, it wasn't intentional, but there are so many people I wanted to play with. And I finally reached the point where I can play with them, and then they're already at the next game or something. Always so annoying when that happens. And you're just sitting there like, I really like this game now, and I don't have money to already buy the next game you guys are playing, so I have to wait with buying it, but by the time I buy it, you guys are already thinking of the next game, not telling me until after I've bought this one. I've lost so many friends over this, actually. At some point I was just like, nope, I'm not going to the next game. I like this one now. Usually haven't even been playing 2 years yet. Oh, crammed a lot of playtime into my first year. I played a lot in the first year, but that was also when I had the most time playing. I still had a roommate that at least did part of the chores, and I did a lot in that too. But I was able to just focus on streaming almost every evening. Not that I had any viewers, but at least it gave me a lot of playtime. I didn't start streaming until after I completed all the story at the time. I've been streaming for 5 years, so yeah, I've been doing this for a while now. Although it only started about almost 2 years ago now that I started doing way better with streaming, and by now I'm doing way better than I ever expected I could do. I'll be honest, I may have to scrounge for my next subscription period. I pay in 6-month chunks. Oh, that's expensive. Yeah, I once wanted to pay the whole year in ESO, but it's just too much. It's like 120 euros for a whole year of subscription. I have to pay in months or I won't be able to carry it. And here, I don't know, I'll just have to go by what the paycheck says at the end of the month. Or I just have to not eat for a week or something. Well, I don't know if a week will cover it all. But we'll see. There you are. So good of you to come. Indeed, I've heard all about good Sister Orson. Isenbart said her wounds were serious. it would seem my suspicion about the poor Rose were misplaced. But false though they were, perhaps my suspicions were not entirely without merit. Whilst following Sister Urson near the Golden Bazaar, a band of Amalja caught my eye. I tracked them as far as his encampment, but, well, let us say that I would much prefer to keep my distance and remain here. This, of course, brings me to why I requested you. Would you be so kind as to take a look inside? Oh, of course, dear sarcastic man. Might have to consider not paying for 3 extra retainers. Ha! Oh, poor you. I haven't even started doing retainers again. Hopefully after Walpurgis I have a little bit of extra time, and I have a lot to do. I decided to make a website, just a simple website where I will display the avatar versions that I've made so far. Probably not only my own avatar, but also the fun avatars and the extra avatars. And I still have, well, the next model I have to make is my birthday model, which is, for now, 5 weeks? 5 to 6 weeks, I think. So I have time for that one. And another model I have to make. So yeah, I'm busy. And a lot more stuff too. I'm busy. But at least after this week I have a little bit more time, so who knows. I might be able to finally play some Final Fantasy outside of streaming. And relearn some of the other stuff. Maybe sort my inventories out of stream, and who knows. Made a lot more money when I started playing. I can only imagine having so much money left for other stuff than essentials. It's a good dream, but it's a dream. It's worth it. Sometimes. Well, did anything tickle your fancy? This leaflet. See the wealth of Nuld to the hands of your children. It looks to be some sort of assembly to provide the poor with work. The lettering, though, atrocious, is it not? And these bits about Nuld Thal seem somewhat list and studied. I find it hard to believe one among the Order penned this. Pray take this to the inn at Camp Dryburn. Let us see what Sister Urson makes of it. I don't make me do so much anymore. When I started streaming 5 years ago, I was like, maybe this can help me in from then on 2 years when I have to move out and stemming the bills by myself. And I don't even manage to make the monthly or bi-monthly payouts. Like I got one payout this year, and it was what was left over from the Christmas area where I streamed, not area, Christmas time, where I streamed so much. I streamed every Sunday for hours. I think I had almost 12 hours every Sunday, the 4 Sundays during December. So much. And I managed to make my payout. I managed to barely hit the minimum for a payout. That was the only time I got money this year, so yeah, it definitely isn't going as I had hoped for. It's still fine. I still love doing this and I will still continue. But when I think back to my expectations at the very beginning, it's laughable, especially considering how little I knew at the beginning. How much I didn't understand. Like, if I had my current understanding now and would be able to go back to when I started and just do everything with my current knowledge, I would do everything a lot different. I would start VTubing from the very beginning. I would completely build up everything I have a lot different. I would start drawing a lot earlier. So much would be different, but I just didn't know. I didn't know how to social. I didn't know that you could rate someone or how to do that. How to shout out, how to host, how to connect with others. I didn't have Twitter until I was affiliated. All these little things that help you once you are actually doing something. Once you are streaming on Twitch, putting videos on YouTube. Didn't know how. I do have a YouTube channel. I have a few things up there, but not many because I don't have an editor and I don't have time to edit the videos. That too, I would have had more time back then too for that. So, I streamed over 3 years to basically nothing because I just didn't have the knowledge. I could bite my ass for that. But there's also nothing that really teaches you how you should go about that, or at least there wasn't when I started streaming. It was just, yeah, you just stream and do your thing, you know? That's all. And most people that streamed back then either had something really cool to show, were already known somewhere or in some way, or were just so extroverted that they had socials, they had friends that would step by, they were entertaining and bubbly enough, and all these little things. So when you weren't any of that, you were just like me, undiscovered for years and most likely giving up. My first payout actually was, I think, 10 months after hitting affiliate. I managed to get 3 payments in a row. Then I got one after a month break. And then I got the one from December and January. And I haven't gotten any since. So, yeah. It's not easy getting to the minimum payout, which is, by the way, $100, or after conversion and tax, it's about 85 to 88 euros for me. And it's not easy to reach just that goal. And to be honest, whenever I manage to do that, I'm so happy because it really helps me with my bills. Imagine, I alone eat about 80 euros a month. If I don't have anyone else to feed. So my cats are a completely different category, and my cleaning supplies and everything are a different category. But 4 weeks with 80 euros is already pretty hard. If I can get all of that from Twitch, that means maybe I can put some money to the side. Maybe I can even buy something extra. That's really amazing whenever I make a payout. I'm always super happy when that happens, but it's really hard to get that. I've had people that be like, oh yeah, you stream so you can make tons of money and so you can buy all these things. And I'm like, no. That's a pipe dream. What am I rambling on? Sorry for rambling about that. It is very funny when you think back about your first expectations and then you learn where you actually stand. It's not something you should just look down on. But in the end, if you stream just for money, I think it's the wrong thing anyways. Probably if I would stream for money, I would probably not be streaming, to be honest. Because for me, it has brought a lot of things, but money isn't one of them. But it has helped me so much with my anxiety, and I've met so many awesome people through streaming. It's really awesome what I was able to reach, who I was able to connect with through streaming, that I would have never reached on my own. I wouldn't be who I am right now if not for streaming. But yeah, money is not the main point of streaming. And you too, Akia, will hit that minimum at one point. It can take a lot of time, but you are actually very good from what I've seen with social stuff and getting people to connect, and actually very entertaining too. So you'll get there. My savior comes again. To what do I owe the honor this day? What is this? Blasphemous. These are not our teachings at all. This was not made by any true brother or sister of the order. Of that, I can assure you. Come to think of it, weeks ago, the church was plagued by missing garments. Could someone be posing as a priest of the order to deceive the people? That's an option. The plot thickens. Our culprit pretends to be a priest to lend credence to this deception. There's no doubt an irony in there somewhere. But I suspect we have a worthy adversary on our hands. I shall consider how best to handle this. For now, tell Isenbard that we have learned here. What do you plan here? You can't handle compliments. No worries, neither can I. Just burn up silently, I guess. You are doing really good. I enjoy watching you. And that's something to say because I am not really someone that watches many people, but I like watching your streams. Posing as a priest? To think. These troubling notions aside, it is gratifying to finally be able to move this investigation forward. Thank you once again. I shall keep my ears and eyes open, no more than ever. I'm afraid I have not seen any unusual activity, nor have any at this camp, given me cause to adapt them. But unless we can identify the culprit, and soon more innocents will fall victim. Do not despair just yet, my friend. An idea occurs to me. Our suspect has been posing as a priest, using leaflets bearing false promises to lure the poor. Let Saint and me serve with like by posing as impoverished souls and need to succor. I dare to hope that this will yield us the answer we seek. It will be a dangerous undertaking, but you two are more than capable of looking after yourselves. I'm next to useless in a battle, but I can supply the garments for the disguise. These old tunics and slops should serve your needs, so long as you don't mind the smell and the stains. These will serve very well, you have my thanks. Listen, so as to lay the foundation for our little ploy, we must make it widely known that most vagrants have arrived at camp and are desperate for a coin. More. Not most, more. To this end, I want you to don the old garments Isenbar's lent us and beg for work around the camp. Before long, the false priest should catch wind and approach us. Oh, is that... We already can learn this, I think. Learned. There is so much stuff. I forgot how much stuff you get. I can remember that I had a lot of sorting to do whenever I was visiting my inn, and I haven't been doing that at all yet, so... Yeah. Anyway. Beggar's clothes. Is that it? The weather shepherd's tunic? I think it is. No gloves, I think. Doop. Eh? Where's the shoes? No shoes? Tunic and a pair of leather shepherd's gloves. Okay, so I'm already wearing everything. Ah. Storm, he says. No! I need a yandere emote. I could throw my yandere emote at you if I had one. Greetings, good madam. Is there aught I might assist you with? Oh, I don't believe there is. I'm afraid our wares are very expensive. Maybe you should rejoin your fellows out at the pond north of Sandgate. Lalafell! Aren't you the one with the mad baby? The moment my community heard that I was playing a Lalafell, that video got posted in my Discord. Such an adorable one. Inventory management is awful. Double awful on stream, because now everyone can see how bad it is, even though everyone is awful at it. Yes. I hate it in every game to do inventory management in front of people. Not only do they see everything, but it also takes ages. I feel just very unreliable and chaotic, and I'm already very unreliable and chaotic, so... Didn't I know that guy? Svenhild? I preach the teachings of Azemia, the warden. Hast thou come to partake of the honey of her wisdom? Azemia is the keeper of the sun and goddess of inquiry. All is laid bare beneath the light of her divine countenance. Open thy heart to this light, needy child, and thou shalt want for naught till the end of days. No, thanks. Excuse me, my inventory is clean as it gets. Yeah, it doesn't get clean, does it? Like, my inventory is very sorted. There's nothing behind this. It's all empty and nice and squeaky clean. Some of my viewers are fond of calling me a mad baby, but I'm not the mad baby. Aww. But I do know the guy. One from on Twitch, actually. Huh. You have to tell me who it is. I want to check by. Oh. But yeah, I hear that from your chat. I was still lurking when they were going on about Mad Baby. I didn't know that you... I didn't know who it was. Well, I still don't know who it was, no, actually. So I was just like, huh, so he's the one. Oh, good to know. Yeah, let me know who it actually is, because I found that video very funny. And you're? Another refugee by the looks of you. The immortal flames have neither work nor coin for you, like. Be gone and see to it you don't make a nuisance of yourself. Eesh. It's cool that you actually at least know him. There are so many cool people around. And I was about to get to the good part. Looking for work, you say? Sorry, but we don't have any openings. Now get out of here so I can finish my story. Thank you! No, up there. How do I get there? I don't think I can go there through inside. Nah, I can't. It's a Twitch account, yep. Tell him I sent you, I need the cred. What cred will it bring when you send the Saint of Failure? I don't think that brings you much credibility. Or credits? I don't know what credit actually goes for. It's got a great voice. What is it? God's not again. Look, being poor doesn't give you the right to pester whomsoever you like. Why don't you keep with your own kind out by that muddy pond of yours at Drybone? They're all so friendly here. If they're seeking work, employ them. Can be some cool people. If they're not seeking work, kick them out. You have quite a knack for being a nuisance. They came as a bus with talk of newly arrived migrants. And though you were unable to attract our wayward transgressor, we were able to learn that the poor have a commune by the pond north of Sandgate, to the east of here. The eyes of the authorities do not reach that place, rather ideal for spiriting away hapless souls. Let us go there and wait for the kindly priest to come and offer us aid and comfort. Oops, clicked again. As I think about half my chat came from his channel. Oh, that's some pretty cool carry he gave to you. That's really awesome. They are not seeking work, unemploy them. That's not what I mean, Baka, you know what I mean. I need to go over there. I mean, there's a lot of really cool people that do some really good jobs when you just employ them. I've worked with some people, some refugees or some immigrants myself. They can be really good at their jobs too, like astonishingly good. I learned soldering graphic cards from one actually. So I don't like the notion of just turning them away because, ooh, no, they're poor and they are unknown. No, always says taming. Wow. Go on, start battle. There. Commission snow because I know nothing. So now we have John Surachan. I have to name myself differently again. What should I go with? I guess back to Saint. Not Bunny or Failure anymore. Not even I would be crazy enough to solder a graphics card. Well, I actually was the one that soldered my current graphics card. I did that. It was the, I think, third one I soldered in total. But yeah, I repaired my own graphics card. It was hard. It was very hard. And I would not have touched it if not for that colleague looking over my shoulders. And he showed me at an already broken one what to do. Or that was the first one that I touched. Then I repaired one from a client and actually successfully did that. And then I repaired my own. All in the span of 10 months, so it's not like I was just sitting there like doing one after the other. But yeah, I soldered my own graphics card. It wasn't easy, but I did that. What's going on? Why is it so slow? Wow. Another tag. Another set of battle plans. And quest. Mm-hmm. And here I'm too lazy to even build another PC and that's just plug and play. If I had the parts, I would love to build another PC. My PC is so old. Like the youngest part is 5 years old and I think that's my PSU. I'm not sure. It might also be my GPU. Well, bought it at least 5 years ago, so. If I had the parts, I did that for a living for a while. I built PCs and repaired PCs for a living for a while, and I really loved that job. If it wouldn't have so much to do with people, I had to do both the client side of things and the repairing side of things. Like, I was the only person in the shop. That was while I was still learning stuff, so it was very funny. But that was still one of the best jobs I've ever had. I love it. I love just sitting there the whole day. Every once in a while, a client would come in. I would talk to him and take the details for the device, and then I would set the device up when the client is gone and would start troubleshooting it. Would note down all kinds of things and would start the troubleshooting and repair process. And it's actually been my favorite job so far. One of my best jobs I've ever had. The reason it's not the best job is because it didn't pay anything. It was inbounds of my training back then. But yeah, loved it. Did not motherboard once, but GPUs are way beyond my pay grade. GPUs are very hard. Like, motherboards are still kind of easy next to it. Which is why I'm not going to touch another GPU unless I really have to. I think my whole rig is only 3 years old. What? That's so young. Wow. Is it newer parts too, or is it all cheap parts? Just, 3 years old. I'm going to borrow against myself to upgrade my PC. What? It's only 3 years old. Mine is just over half a year. Didn't you tell me actually when you did buy your new PC? I think you told us. Because my GPU burned out around that time and the new PC was cheaper than replacing the GPU. GPUs are very expensive currently. I think what I'm gonna do at some point is buy one of these pre-built PCs, maybe 2, because they usually are cheaper than the single parts. And then I'm just gonna mix and match so it fits me. But yeah, my PC, the youngest part, is at least 5 years old. I know that my GPU, which I repaired, it's actually one of these knockoff 1050 Ti's that you got on eBay. or maybe even get still. But back then you got them on eBay, and I bought mine broken. No, I think it was 80 euros. I got mine for 40, which was half price, I think. So I got mine broken, I repaired it, put it into my PC, everything wonderful. So it was already at least secondhand by the time I bought it. Pretty much everything for my CPU, which is an i7 7700 with 4.2 G hertz. It had a lot of bent pins, and I had to painstakingly bend each and every pin back to its original position. Ah, that took so long. Everything that is currently in my PC is either at least secondhand, half broken or broken from eBay and repaired, or literally grabbed from the trash heap and repaired. Yeah, that's what my PC is. That's what I'm streaming with. I have no idea how it's even still alive, and I have the feeling it's currently dying. Help. It was a pre-built mid-range parts at the time, so it's falling behind faster. I don't like pre-builds unless you actually butcher them and mix and match however you want to. Pre-builds itself are usually not good. At least I'm not a fan of them. Hey, that I had to build a pre-build. I love building PCs. Yeah! Building PCs is so much fun when you can mix and match, when you can get all these single items together and you just put them together like you want them, and you've chosen everything perfectly. It's just the right measurement of everything. I've done that for clients. It was so beautiful. They gave me a budget and what it should do. And I just sat there like 3 days just researching what I put into there, then waiting for the items and putting them all together. So nice. Yeah, pre-build is honestly way easier to get certain parts, which is why what I bought. Yeah, which is why I'm thinking of that. Buy pre-built, like 2 PCs pre-built, make sure that each has something that the other likes so that I can mix and match them together how I want them. I was going to just kind of upgrade this pre-build as needed, but no, I think a second pre-build and transfer current PC over and use it as a stream upload box. Well, if you need that, if you want that, you can do that. There's many ways you can use 2 PCs together, actually. You can also just use a second one as backup, or I want to buy a laptop, which I would use for work, so I can actually get my PC free of all of the work programs and free of all of the work VPNs and firewall restrictions and everything. And I want to use that laptop for streaming, as dual streaming, and I also want to use it with touchscreen for slight drawing when I'm not at home. So for me, the next thing I'm gonna buy, once I have dealt with all of my builds, which is still a while to go, next I'm gonna buy is a laptop. That way I don't have to be on my PC to be working. Ha! This is gonna be awesome, because I can actually go out, visit my mom, and just be working. I can actually go to my mom and just be like, yeah, I just took my lunch break to come here, so I'm here now until 6 p.m, so have fun. It's gonna be so much fun. She's gonna hate me. I thought mine was a Frankenstein's PC. Yeah, Frankenstein PCs. They never get out of bonds. They are always famous and wanted, and no one really talks about them. But so many PCs are Frankenstein, you wouldn't believe it. Talking about pre-built PCs, and I'm just thinking of the videos of Gamer Nexus. I have no idea what you're talking about, Frazzles. No idea at all. A fine morning for catching false priests, wouldn't you say? Ooh, catching false priest. Should actually drink my coffee now. You look absolutely smashing. Positively dressed for deception. All that's left then is to wait for our quarry to appear. Oh yeah, by the way, Akia. I know I probably shouldn't say that, but in case you want to subscribe, if you do it now or in the next few days, I will eat a bean boozle for subscribing. Every subscription, I will eat a bean boozle. I already ate one today. I bought one. I finally bought one. A bean boozle package. I really think I should probably put a bit redeem for it as well. Maybe even a channel point redeem. Just make it expensive. But put one that even the ones that don't want to spend money, just want to collect and spend channel points, can do that too. But I don't know how much, so at least for the next few days it's just going to be for subscribers, or for subscribing, or resubscribing. I don't have any idea what to price anything or do anything with. Streaming is so confusing. Oh, you poor, unfortunate souls. This is no way for men to live. No way at all. Who are you? What do you want? I think I recognize him. I don't remember, but I have an inkling who it is. Be at ease, child, for I mean you no harm. I am a priest of the Order of Nald, and I come to offer you succor. This leaflet bears the teachings of Nald. Trust to them, and they will surely set you free from the shackles of penury. A tempting offer, but I'm afraid I must decline. On account of that atrocious performance, you would have made a god's-awful mummer, Ungust. I knew it! What? How did you know? You must have tricked me! Please don't hurt me, I was only doing it to protect my people. Is that so? Do continue. Very well. I'm a man of the Golden Bazaar, raised there if not born. Some moons ago, the Amal-Jah raids began. They would appear sudden as a sandstorm and plunder and pillage at will. Our defenders couldn't stand against them. Few as they were, everyone lived in fear. I wanted to save my people, but being a merchant was all I knew, and so I did the only thing a merchant could. I approached the Amal-Jah in hopes of brokering a deal. Thank you very much for subscribing! Yay! Thank you! So, randomly grabbing one or spinning the wheel? Which do you want? Thank you! Thank you very much for the subscription, that means a lot to me. I have two PCs set up for streaming right now. Ooh, you already have dual setup. Cool. I'm not using it much. I can currently hardwire it, and wireless 2-box streaming is still not great. Yeah, I can imagine. I hate wireless anything, so... Channel points are tricky. I'm pretty sure my redeems are too cheap, but I don't care. I want people to spam sound clips anyway. I've made my redeems so cheap. You can check them. My stickers, at least my emote stickers are all free. The other one should be the standard price. And my sound alerts are super cheap, and my channel point redeems are also super cheap. I also want people to just spam stuff. Okay, turning the wheel, and it's between two. There. It's a black one. Is it black? Yep, it's black. That is... Nope, that's brown. Where do we have black? I think... Nope, that's brown. God damn it, I need to make light. One moment. It's too dark here! Oop. There you have light. And this is black. Licorice! Oh, you're lucky! Oh, I love licorice. They're so tasty. The first one I had was not. The second one's licorice. I'm happy with that one. But they have really put a lot of taste into the licorice. It's so good. They're the full name of both snakes. Okay. So, the black snake on my shoulder. Let me show a little. Can I show a little? Come on, show the black snake shoulder. You can't really see him. The black snake on my shoulder is called Tot Noctis the Noodle. And the white snake on my other shoulder is called dot or Luxana Slanish Hecate, goddess of the moon, Diana, Summer, Sonny, Sophie, Sheer, Solomon, Sky, Candace, Gorik, Univer, Gwen, Saren, Skylar, Albe, Bela, Branco, Blanco, Blanca, Blanc, Vidvid, Surya, Shiro, Shannon, Shay, Vin, Fran, Dialsa, Delair, Olnum, Tiernar. Royal Highness dot. Thank you very much for redeeming that, Bakasura. I love it when that gets resumed. It's always a tongue breaker. I'm always afraid I'm gonna mess it up. Okay, let's continue reading. In return to sparing the Golden Bazaar, they made demands, outrageous ones. Demands? Of what kind, pray tell? First of all, they wanted the schedule for crystal shipments from the Onanua vines. For this, I bribed one of the workers to leak me the information. Next, they wanted me to bring them people, so I posed as a priest to lure in the vulnerable and give them over to the Amaljar. I didn't have a choice. Most you didn't. To be fair, for some reason, I have a fairly easy time saying the hardest of things. If you want me to basically break my tongue, give me something very easy to say. I mean, you hear how often I misspeak just reading the normal quest text here, and it's usually with the easy words, not the hard ones. Very funny. But yeah, I'm also kinda amazed that I didn't misspeak. Maybe next time. Callahan, these beans are not for you. Protecting one's home is a noble thing, but at the cost of innocence. You could have sought the aid of the immortal flames, yet you did not. I suspect you are not telling me the full story. What made you sell out your own people? Speak. No, it's good. What did you say? The coin was good, I said. I could sell mole meat for scores of lifetimes and not see even a fraction of what the Amaljar pay me. Callahan, come on. If you can't read the quest text, you shouldn't walk in front of it. I need to read it. Fluffbutt. Fluffbutt. No, purring Fluffbutt. No, Fluffbutt. You gotta let me read the quest text. You sacrificed innocence so that you could line your own pockets? Words fail to express the contempt I feel for you. I have no cat treats, Bakasura. I have none. I'm sorry. I bought these very expensive tick treats and the bean boozles as a fun thing, and that's all my luxury money for the next month. So, if you want to give the cat treats, you will have to buy them from my throne. I'm very sorry, that is currently the only way. I don't have money for cat treats. I also still have to buy cat food, so this month is already, or rather, next month is already completely planned with my money. I'm sorry, I'm too broke to make my cats happy. They have to live with a little bit of milk and normal food. But hey, I've got bean boozles, and hopefully these very expensive tick thingies help. These tick thingies are also on my throne list. I think they are 16 euros a package. And I could still use more. But yeah. It was only like 22 euros that I spent, but that's all my leftover money. Thank you, Frizzles. Thank you. I'm very sorry, guys. I'm trying to household better with my money, but bills just keep trickling in. At least I think I won't have another surprise 600 euro heating back payment to pay this year. One was hard enough, but yeah. I will definitely buy treats for the cats as soon as I'm able to. I promise. They deserve all the treats I could buy for them, but I can't buy anything, and that is just... I want to spoil them rotten. I mean, I probably already did, but I want to spoil them even more rotten. Yeah. Sorry. I should probably disable that until I actually got treats. Spare me your contempt. If you want to blame someone for the mess in worlds, then blame yourself and or the gods. Ah! Not you again! Are you the one leaking the Immortal Flame's patrol routes to the enemy as well? Spit it out. No! I know nothing about that, I swear it. At this stage, I'm rather disinclined to believe all that leaves your mouth. But no matter, there'll be time enough to learn the truth. Be at the end, take word of these developments to Menphelia, would you? Mm-hmm. I shall prize everything I can out of this filth. The abductees are still somewhere out there. Our foremost priority is to rescue them. Yeah, now I have to go back to the waking sense. Ah! Why is it always out there? I don't have so much money. Oh well, I will at some point. My main has a few million, so I should be fine. Shouldn't be too stingy. Should be faster if I take this guy. Is it Vesper Bay? I think it's Vesper Bay, but let me check. Yeah, it's Vesper Bay. Yeah, Vesper Bay. I kind of want to eat more licorice beans, but if I would grab one, I'm probably gonna get the other one. What is this too stingy you speak of? It's when you walk everywhere. Like I try to do the whole time. And I know it's a bad habit because I shouldn't walk everywhere. At the same time, if I teleport everywhere, it's a complete waste of money. But at least I don't waste so much time in walking. But yeah, it's a bad habit. Being too stingy is a bad habit, and it takes a lot of time. My previous roommate actually walked everywhere. We played World of Warcraft together, and he walked everywhere. Everywhere he could, that is. You could not get him to take any portals or anything that would shorten the path. Or any mount even. Not even mounts. No, he would just walk. He spent ages just walking. Not always, but most of the time. Welcome back. I am pleased that you and Thancred have been getting along. I see. You've done well to uncover the truth. My thanks for the report. As Thancred said, we must ascertain where the abducted were taken, and none but the Amaljar know the answer. Suffice it to say, they will not willingly part with this information. I fear blood will be spilled before all is said and done. I don't walk. What do you take me for? A peasant? I travel like a king of the Netherlands. Bye bye. I at least have my own car. It may be a smart, but at least I can park everywhere. Though we seek a peaceful solution to the primal problem, we must needs be ready to fight for our cause. That you might take to the field suitable prepared, I would have you meet with a goblin acquainted of mine. His name is Mutamix Bublipots, and he is a scholar of no small repute. Mutamix is renowned for having introduced a revolutionary method of enhancing equipment to Eorzea. The knowledge of this method was once a closely guarded secret, but thanks to Mutamix and his students, it has now been disseminated to the great benefit of all the realm. It would serve you well to acquire an understanding of the process. For this purpose, I shall lend you a blade. Take it to Mutamix and bid him use it to demonstrate his craft to you. Mutamix is ever to be found at his camp in central Thanalan, a place known as a bonfire. Look for a pillar of smoke, and the way will become clear. Midstreamer Loth, jobs are done! Jobs are done! Just gonna leave the Waking Sands and then off to Bonfire. I think I remember where it is. Yep. One further. Said it before, we were going to go here at some point for learning how to do stuff. Now we're finally here. Gonna talk with him later as well. First him. Shh. Oh, is Uplander come to tendering of Mutamix bubbly pots? Fighty Tool drinks in air cells. Airy cells. When full of airy cells, Fighty Tool changes to Stony Shine, name of materia. If materia join with other Fighty Tool, then big eyes, Fighty Tool gains power of airy self. Mutamix is reckoning that Uplander is friend of Minfilia. Yes, Tongue of Loves reach ears of Mutamix with fastness. Minfilia wants Uplander to see power of materia. Uplander brings Fighty Tool to Mutamix, yes? Fighty Tool is unstrung as eating tool. Made good teachy show of power of materia. The materia master. Now eyes of Uplander point at Fighty Tool, yes? Materia join with Fighty Tool. Fighty Tool gains power of materia. Fighty Tool reborn. Here, Uplander. Take Fighty Tool to Minfilia. Materia, strictly speaking, is a kind of crystal. It is created by drawing out the etheric constituents from a piece of equipment and then crystallizing them. Not just any old equipment will serve, mind you. It must have sufficient spirit bond, that being a measure of how fully an item has been imbued with its owner's spirit. When you attach a piece of materia to gear, you imbue the host item with its power. That's how Master Mutamix turned that dagger of yours from summit as would have struggled to cut steak into a weapon worth wielding. Uplander wishes to be joiner of materia? Then upload a best full brain case with knowings of crafty making. With knowing of crafty making, Uplander can become joiner of materia. If Uplander wants brain case to rattle with knowings of materia, Upländer best trade tongue flaps with Learnions of Muttermix. Alrighty, Pattern said I must take my leave. Have a wonderful stream, and thank you very much for dropping by. It was wonderful having you here, Akia. I hope you really enjoyed your stream. And thank you again very much for the subscription. Thank you, thank you. Was tasty licorice. Material creation. What did you say if I told you that inanimate objects can possess a soul? They can, believe it or not. Although the soul in question is not their own, but that of their owner. Through faithful service, the arms and armor that we use come to hold our spiritual energy. Thus do we form a spirit bond with them. The spiritual energy can be drawn out and converted into materia, a special kind of crystal that can be attached to gear or to enhance its properties. I am well versed in the ways of materia extraction. If you wish to learn more about the process, it would be my pleasure to teach you. Yes. You are ready to commence your learning? Good. As you will have gathered by now, materia is a crystallized form of unspiritual energy. As this energy is derived from an individual's psyche, a volatile beast at the best of times, a degree of variance is to be expected in its production. In practice, this means that you won't know the exact properties of a stone until you cradle it in your hand. Stream waiters. Maybe we can raid Akia when I'm done. That's only the question, should I do 1 or 2 more stream raiders? I kinda really want to play more. At the same time, I do have to get up early again for work. Decisions. No, materia won't grant you much of anything on its own. Its power must be tapped, see? And this is achieved by melding it to gear. Know, though, that it takes the deft hands of a craftsman to meld materia. You can always seek others to attach materia on your behalf. But if you would sooner do it yourself, I recommend you speak to Phobos. Melding is her field of expertise. Let's do 2 more so we have the boss as well. I think I still have 1 tank to place. If it's loading at some point. Everything is loading so slow currently. I even have the trouble at work at times. I probably should tap the line at some point, see what's going on. But last time I checked, nothing was wrong. I didn't check the full line on your specific connection, but still, it's very strange that my internet has been so slow lately. On the other hand, there's only 1 line going into the village. And they are building in the village. It really sucks. You'd think that by now we'd have better lines, better internet, more redundant systems, and nope, it's just bad. Everything's just bad. But I think I know what to do with my gear. What do you need? It's not available. Class of Disciple of the Hand. Level 19. Okay. So I need to level up a job discipline to 19. I guess if I do have time, which after my progress I should have some time, I will farm a lot and level my crafting classes quite a bunch. For now, let's get back to Menphilia. She was... I wonder how expensive it would be to take a chocobo from here to... Wait, can I even do that? I wonder if I can even do that. Since it crosses maps, it might not be possible, but it might also be possible. But at the same time, I don't know how close it would be. I mean, you can only go to specific coordinations, right? I think it's only about 3 that every chocobo trainer can give. I'm not sure. But only the closer ones. So let's see if we can even just right there. Nope. We can't. Would have been nice. But we can take one from here. To Vespa Bay. I was thinking of doing a tier list thing soon as well. Not this week, but soon. I have an idea about what tier list I want to do. But what do you guys think? What do you think I should do and when do you think I should do it? Also on that note, I will do a 12-hour stream on Saturday. It will start quite a few hours earlier than usual. About 5 hours earlier than usual. Quite a few. The reason for the starting point is that at about midnight, which is 4 hours after my usual stream start for me, I have a friend come by, and for 3 hours we will play Dead by Daylight together. And she can't make it earlier, so I decided I'm just gonna put that at the end, because I obviously still want to be able to do D&D afterwards. Hello, Tali. I have a feeling that I should probably do this, but I don't know if I want to. What's Halatali though? I don't know. Damn it. I should probably do all of the ones that unlock something. At the same time, I don't really want to. I don't know when I will do the tier list or what exactly I will do for the tier list. And on this Saturday, about 5 hours before I would usually start this Saturday, I will have a 12-hour stream. I will start a 12-hour stream. I will probably start with Final Fantasy, then go to Foxhole, and at the end, the last 3 hours, I will play Dead by Daylight. Welcome back. I trust your visit to the bonfire proved fruitful. Ah, what a remarkable difference a single piece of material can make. Granted, the skill needed to manipulate the substance are not easily acquired, but one need only look upon the result to realize such efforts are worthwhile. As I am sure you are aware, the quality of one's equipment can be the difference between victory and defeat. Material may well give you the edge you need, so make it your ally. Now, it is time we discussed the matter of your next mission. Pray speak with me when you are ready to begin. Word has arrived from Thancred concerning our ongoing investigation. It appears he was able to extract some information from our friend Angus, the false priest. He revealed that he is due to meet with the MLJ to discuss their dealings. The Immortal Flames believe that the meeting will present an ideal opportunity to ambush and capture the MLJ responsible for the abductions, and so they mean to have Angus attend as planned. As the MLJ are anticipated to offer fierce resistance, the Immortal Flames have requested our support. I would have you prove it and provide it to them. Thancred is presently attending to another matter, but will join you as soon as he is able. Until such time as he does, you will be the Science sole representative on the ground. Before he left, he bade me tell you to save some for him. Such is his confidence in you, a confidence I share. When you have made ready, pray take yourself to Camp Ryburn and report to the flame sergeant leading the mission. May you walk in the light of the crystal. I wonder why I keep speaking so strangely at some points. Misspeaking the easiest stuffs. I wish there would be more voice there. I really like the Japanese I choose. I'm gonna talk to the unlocking thingy now. I'm not sure about the leave mates, but at least the other unlocking thingies I should do. I really should. Hi there, adventurer. I'm Nedrick Ironheart, an explorer by trade and a scion by allegiance. And you, my friend, look to me an adventurer in need of a challenge. I happen to know just the place that will offer it to you. Tucked away in a corner of eastern Thanalan lies Halatali, and it is there that you will find all the excitement you crave. The place boasts a storied history. It was built some 100 years past as a training ground for gladiators. The calamity laid ruin to it there, as it did to most things. Now Halatali is a shadow of its former self, but in the dark of the shadow lurk wild beasts, both bloodthirsty and beyond count. For one such as yourself, I dare say there is no place finer than Halatali to test your skill and refine your technique. Indeed, I've taken the liberty of passing your name along to the Flames, who oversee the place. Should you visit, speak with one Favajoni near the entryway. Yep, I need to do all of the unlocking thingies, but I wonder why I can't... level 50, 35, 15? Why can't I take this one? Is that crafting? Yeah, that's crafting. Okay. Well, where's Halatali? Oh, hey, come try one. Okay. Let me just check them up normally. No, wait. Try one. Here. Yeah, let me put there. That's a lot to unlock. Yeah. Regarding again Saturday and the tier list, I will make a post on my Discord either later or tomorrow. Just quickly do this. Good evening to you, adventurer. I am Popanago, representative of the Adventurers Guild. I have a number of fine guild leaves in my possession, which I will gladly allow you to undertake, if you prove yourself sufficiently capable, that is. You see, protocol dictates that I administer a trial guild leave. Until you complete it, I can grant you no more. How about this task? Review the details and tell me if you are up for the challenge. Okay, I'll just do it. Very good. You need merely beckon to the gullible goblin. Gullible goblin. Ah! Good trick, silver bricks. To help lead him to his destination. I should put the beckon emote, but why was that suddenly so hard to say? Where do we have beckon? There it is. Where is he? I think he's... Mike! Hi! Love you too! Thank you very much for resubscribing! And now you can choose if I should just grab Bean Boozle randomly or spin the wheel. What should I do? Hi there, how are you doing? Thank you very much for dropping by. That is so sweet of you. 7 months already, that is awesome. 7 months. But yeah, Bean Boozles for every subscription. Just as long as I have Bean Boozles. So, just grab one. Okay. Well, it's dark here, so I can't see, so... Okay, that's from the site. This. What did I get? This is either spoiled milk or coconut, aka it's disgusting either way. I think it's spoiled milk. Whoa. And again, it could be coconut. I hate the taste of coconut too. Nope, it's spoiled milk. There's so much taste in these things. Taking a sip. Thank you, Frizzles. Way better. Nothing to be sorry for. After all, I'm the one running the little event. I have to get him and bring him home, I think. What? Why are you marked? I don't understand this anymore. I think that might be special leaf meat. Oh, special leaf meat enemies. Stop healing yourself. There we go. So, where's that treasure coffer? Apparently Twitch is about to undergo a rework pay for its creators. It is? Is it gonna be good or bad? I have heard that there will be creator badges. As in, if you've had the help of an artist to make something, you can give them a badge for your channel. And they will basically have something like a call out for what they did on your channel. So other people can see that this was the person that made it. That made whatever thing you commissioned them for. Which is really cool. For the verse, aww. Of course it's for the verse. It says with a focus on profit, so you'll get way less money. That sucks, that really sucks. I'm happy that I started Throne. Maybe that'll help. I mean, I'm not a fan of bits and subscriptions anyways. Of course I love when I get them, but it's way better to do donations or Throne or other ways. Maybe if I can actually get my avatar creating thingy going and make a Patreon for that. You could also do Patreon instead of subscribing. That would be really good. That way you guys don't have to go through Twitch. At least if you don't want to, that is. Incentives for more ads. What? Incentives for more ads? New res split, 70 to 50. New tier system, no more exclusivity. Changes could be implemented this summer. What do you mean, no more exclusivity? I don't understand what you mean with no more exclusivity. Generally, all of this confuses me a lot, only. That's all it does right now. I see the desert here wasn't too much for you. Here's your reward. See that you don't spend it all at the pub. And with that, you have fulfilled the requirements. You are free to partake of the marketplace at will. There's always work to be done here in Camp Drybone. Whenever your talents, whatever. I have no doubt that you will find someone in need and willing to pay. I think I will not read every time I take a guild leave quest. I will just do the quest. Twitch is a thing where affiliates can only stream on Twitch. No multi-streaming. Yeah, I know. And for 24 hours, I cannot put the stuff from Twitch, from my streaming, onto any other platform. But after 24 hours, I can put it on any other platform. Plus, if I do not stream on Twitch and somewhere else, I can still stream somewhere else. I just cannot do it at the same time. So there's loopholes. There's loopholes. But yeah, what I stream on Twitch belongs to Twitch for 24 hours. Contract exclusive content, basically multi-stream to Twitch and YouTube. So that will be changed? That wouldn't make sense for them, would it? Unless they change it to the worse, but they already have it blocked, so how much worse can they make it? Ah, you're Saint Phil of the Skynes? My thanks for coming, friend. We are stronger for your assistance. Allow me to brief you on our mission. Our objective is to capture Amaljar and prise from them the whereabouts of the abductees. The lizardmen aren't aware that their man, Angust, has been exposed. When they come to the rendezvous point to meet the traitor, we'll spring the trap. Owing to the clandestine nature of the mission, we can deploy only a small contingent. Every member must count, and so we requested the aid of the Skynes. The rendezvous will take place at the Invisible City. Please make your way there and lie in wait. We stand to learn much and more of the Amaljar plot if the mission succeeds. Let's make sure it does. I really hope that once I'm done with my avatar, and with the other work I decided to do, that I'll be able to branch out a little. That I'll be able to do some video editing, some more avatar creating for also maybe doing it as commissions. That would be awesome. Some more preparation for merch. Because merch can already be bought, but so far I only have that one keychain. They want more. Would be really cool if I would have a whole page of merch and maybe even some really cool stuff, but I have to make that first. Luckily, I only really have to provide the designs and they provide the templates, so it's not like it takes that long, but I'm not someone that is good at designing, so it takes me a while to do that. But maybe I'll be able to work on a lot of stuff during the next month. Actually, it's more like 2 months. I just have my birthday in between that I have to prepare something for because birthday. But other than that, it's a surprising amount of free time. Let's see how much I can even do. I have a feeling that I won't even be able to do much. I know myself very well. I think after this we will go to that other dungeon unlock that we had before. Is the bait in place? Our man is in position, sir. Good. We make our move as soon as the Amaljar appear. Yes, sir. Ah! What is the meaning of this? Wait, something's amiss. I'm afraid your little ambush ends here. I lured the immortal flames clutches for moons before finally, being caught. I clicked that away, damn it. 'Twas almost as if someone was feeding me information from the inside. Aye, your every movement was known to me ahead of time. Now, as much as I'd love to chat a while, I have appointments to keep. They're all yours. You're gonna go to bed now, Baka. I will stay up for about 30 more minutes. Sleep well, and thanks for being here. That's a big contra. I should probably clean up some other stuff first. Only 4 left. 3, 2, and 1. Ah, there's more damage. Need to kill all of them. Okay, I think they pretty much got it under control. Damn it. That's so many enemies! They still seem to be having everything under control. Oh! What? But I was doing good. Or did they die? Put up your weapon, or are your comrades that dead man? Behind you! New? New? Bring her. The rest of you, march. Traitor scum. Huh. I fear the Amalja mean to give us to their god as an offering. If I must die, then let me die a soldier's death, with steel in hand. Ooh, unlock the boss. Guess I'm gonna kill the boss now. It's been a while. Shouldn't take too long though, as I know it. I'm not gonna read that. The reason I'm gonna read it is that I want to get through this quick, because people are waiting for me. It's a long cutscene. Oh. Why does it take so long? God damn it! I feel bad for the teammates that are waiting. There we go. If I remember right, he has some very intense AoE spells. Intense for, you know, me being relatively new to this again. Some of these bosses are really awesome in mechanics. Of course, now is when Stream Ramus gets ready. After this I do one more stream raiders, but first we need to kill Ifrit. It's almost done anyways. And 3, 2, 1, whoop! Haha. I will do stream raiders after the cutscene. Maybe I should do the first boss fight solo, but I also don't really want to do that. I did that with my main, with my old main. It was always very hard to do. The cutscenes are neat, but not that important. I know that when we get to the ice area, there's one part, I think pretty much at the end of it, but I'm not sure, where I have just 1 hour of cutscene or more. That's probably gonna be a special stream, where we just sit there and pretty much watch movie. I think I have a lot of talking to do during that time, and I'm not sure. Pray forgive my lateness. I left you nothing. I was delayed by the congregation of Amaljar Zealots. I swear, each seemed more evangelical than the last. Persistent blood. Ooh. Taggart would be cool if you had a different personality. I see the Bloodsworn wasted no time extracting the captives, no less than I'd expect from the Flame General's hand-picked men. As for those two, it is fair to say their hardships have only just begun. They have much to answer for. I feel I owe you an apology. Had I known this mission would prove so dangerous, I would have never left you to face it alone. You have been given a veritable baptism of fire. But let us continue this conversation in more agreeable surrounds. Camp Draybone, shall we? This way, sir. So that was the mighty Ifrit. And what a disappointment he was. The readings are nowhere near what I had anticipated, even taking Oldan interference into account. You should know better than to rely upon 5-year-old data left by the 7th Legion. Nor can we expect any form of support from the Motherland. Sorry. Given the troubles at Kurt, we have only ourselves to rely upon. Ever the pessimist, my dear Livia. Promise me we will never change. We've wasted enough time here. That meter of yours is too old to give any reading worth a damn. Not that there was aught worth a damn for it to read, but I take your point. I suppose we must content ourselves with the knowledge that we've achieved our primary objective. Yet I find that I am troubled by the adventurer's unexpected show of strength. Could such a foe prove a hindrance to our plans? Perhaps, but that is a consideration for another time. You have been given a task. That is your priority. I suggest you treat us as such. Fail to do as my lord commands, and I will spare him the trouble of punishing you. With allies like that, beware a woman in love. I shall need to be on my best behavior. Cutscene over? Cutscene over? Yay! You're right, this year. That was a long cutscene. There he is. But we are almost done with Stream Raiders, so we are going to do that first. Then I will write my neat little last. Then in half an hour it's time for bed. Which should still give us way more time than we need for Halatali. Okay, boss level. Do we have anything big to set down? Templar! And we have... La past, and... No, I'm not gonna write anything here. Yep. Ah, there you are. Come rest a while. You will have no better opportunity. After witnessing their god's ignominious defeat, the Amalja will be less inclined to risk our wrath. For a time at least. Now, where were we? Ah, yes. I was in the process of apologizing. I do hope you can forgive me. I arrived too late to be of any use to you or the abductees. They may be whole of body, but the same cannot be said of their minds. For once a man is tempered. Ah, but it ill suits me to dwell on the negatives. Amidst all our misfortunes, there is still reason to rejoice, if it is slain, and by your hand no less. That is a deed of no ordinary individual. Not that I ever thought you were ordinary. On the contrary, I have long suspected that you have the potential to shape the fate of this realm. What can I say? My fine eye for talent remains undimmed. Minfilia will be proud beyond our reckoning when she hears of your deeds. I trust you shan't object to my bearing the tidings to her. That way I can claim to have contributed something to this mission. You, meanwhile, have earned yourself a rest. Take some time to relax, and return to the Walking Sands when you are good and ready. We can discuss matters in more detail then. Just don't take too long, will you? The realm's problems won't solve it themselves. Yeah, first we are going to go... Halatali! I think it's up that path here. Yep, looks like it. I wonder how long it actually takes to go through that. It is still one of the early dungeons, so it shouldn't take too long. If it is the heart of Halatali you seek, you need seek no further. Permit me to tell you something of this place. The name comes from an ancient tongue, Halatali meaning the land of many shadows. It was here that our distant ancestors first settled and, bah, you have not come all this way for less than history. Shh, listen. Do you not hear the howls and growls? Do you not feel how they shake the very earth beneath you? Those sounds are the work of no wind, my friend, nor that rumbling the doing of any shadows. Those are the calls of Halatali, for now the beasts once kept for the Colosseum look there. And these are no gentle beasts broken by the hand of man, no, they are those within that even the might of the immortal flames cannot tame. From the look of you, you must be saint. Aye, I received word from Nedrick that you might come be along. By his recommendation, I grant you leave to enter freely. I only pray you are able to find your way out. Let's see if I have better gear. The gloves are better. Yay! Oh, that was quick. Let me in. There we go. There we go. I think that was the first one I ever did with some more advanced mechanics. I think I may even still remember some of them. Basically just kill all the ads first. I think. Things are going pretty well. First time in Halatali. Well, first time in years, but you know what I mean. Everything okay with you? Are you having a wonderful day? I think even for now, even for you, it's evening now. For me, it's 11 p.m. almost. I really enjoy being able to do dungeons again. When I first played Final Fantasy, when I first started playing it, I waited until I was, I think, level 40 or 50 even, to go into my first dungeon. I had cleared a huge area already at that point, including all of the side quests. I think the first ever dungeon I went into, with people at least, was a ruin that I could not do by myself. Not even completely overleveled. It's so much fun with people there. You want pork taco? I could go for some pork taco right now. No. Looking for something to drink. Doesn't really need a heal yet, but I'm just gonna drop it on. I think the damage is good enough that we may be able to ignore May. Getting dangerous. Now we can do this. There we go. I really can't wait until I can do more healing. As in, until the dungeons are also hard enough that more healing is necessary. It's just so much fun. Okay, he's definitely training them. I like. If it's easy enough, I like a tank that runs. If it's already too hard or if the tank is bad, then rather carefully, slowly. But if the tank's got it and the healer's got it, run. Make it more fun. Hmm. Oh. No one's gonna die on my watch. At least not until I've casted all of my mana out or something. I think this one was don't step into the water. Not too sure though. Yep. Don't step into the water. They're moving nicely though. I like how most teams have at least a basic understanding. Or are actually pretty good. Oops, wrong. This one. There would be more to farm, but I don't think they want to pull that yet. Hey, we have reached the end. I think this one has a bit of a interesting mechanic. Either that or it was the very same mechanic as before, just differently shown. Or a bit more difficult. And you have, I remember right, kill floaty things. I remember usually taking them out in just one of my little huts here, but I am way lower in level than I used to be, so... Okay, yeah, as I expected and half remembered, it is very similar to the little flame thing you had before. And it's basically just kill the ass first. Oh, okay. So they killed it before we killed any more ads. I got the magic stick. I got the magic stick. Okay, out we go. It was fun. Wait, I received a player commendation for what? I wouldn't know why they would commend me. It's sweet though. So much money. I can't wait for Saturday when we play a lot more of Final Fantasy again. I don't know if I will be playing 5 hours of Final Fantasy and then switch to Foxhole, or if it will be in any different combination. Maybe considering that I will play Foxhole until midnight, so 4 hours instead of my usual 2 to 3. I may just play a little bit more Final Fantasy instead. Healers always get comments. Healers don't always need comments. Sometimes, yes. Like, there's some dungeons and some situations where I say, yes, comment me. And that's usually the ones where I don't get any. But usually... I guess in general it's a nice rule because there's a lot of healers that actually care for commands. So a lot of medics that do it to farm commendations. Yeah, they can have all of mine. If I could give them away, I would. Have all my rank, have all my level, have all my comments. I just want to heal. Maybe after work progress I actually will find a time where I can just spend the whole day while not doing work to just sit in this game farming one of the jobs of the land, like picking flowers or woodworking. I don't know what was there anymore. Not woodworking, logging. But yeah. Ah, the triumphant hero returns. Thancred told us the news upon his arrival. He is presently in the Solar, giving a full report to Lady Minfilia. You should join them at once. Lady Minfilia is most eager to see you. My late arrival nearly cost Saint her life. I wasn't there when the Amaljar took her prisoner. And I wasn't there when they served her to Ifrit. Yes, by some miracle she survived, but that does not excuse the fact that she should never have had to face such dangers alone. I failed her utterly. Just as I'm failing you all. She looks so done with it. What's done is done, Thancred. You can ill blame yourself for every... It is so good to see you again. Impeccable timing, my friend. I just finished regaling Minfilia with your heroic exploits. Thancred has told me everything. You have done well to return to us. The perils we faced were undeniably great, yet a part of me believes that I had no cause to fear. I know we can put paid into our long investigation. As we suspected, the Amaja undertook both the robbery and the abductions with the aim of summoning their primal Ifrit. Nor is the tale limited to Ulda. Similar incidents have been rife in both Limsa and Gridania of late. I dare say you've been curious as to how these crimes are linked to the primals. Permit me to explain. Having manifested in the physical realm, primals must consume Aether if they are to maintain their presence here. And the stronger they become, the more Aether they require. Now, Aether exists throughout creation. It flows through all life, and permeates the very air that we breathe. Alas, this alone will not suffice to sustain the likes of Ifrit. Nay, he and his kind require a more concentrated source of Aether, crystals. It is for this reason that incidents involving crystals can often be traced back to a primal. Which leads us with the why of the abductions. To understand this, you must first understand how primals are born. When all is well with the world, primals possess no physical form. Their essence is dispersed across a great river of Aether. However, when the world is plunged into chaos, those who worship the primals cry out to their gods for deliverance from suffering. These cries serve as a beacon towards which a primal's essence is irresistibly drawn. It is this coming together, or etheric coalescence, which grants the being's physical form. Once born, a primal gains strength from its followers' worship. The more numerous and fervent they are, the more powerful their god becomes. But the primals are seldom satisfied with observance as their adherents freely give, and in order to gain more power they do not scruple to create followers. They do this by tempting mortals, a process to which you yourself were subjected. Yet even as Ifrit took your comrades in his thrall, you alone remained unaffected. This is thanks to the power you possess, the Echo. We know not the why of it, but those blessed with the Echo are immune to primal influence. It is as though a greater power protects us. Siege Barista, thank you very much for the raid! And 5 people, that is awesome, that is so many. Hi, welcome. I'm the Saint of Failure, I'm failing a lot, I'm a Lamian, I'm proud of it. Stinky? 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 And... That confuzzled me. Anyway, I'm doing lots of failing, and my failing for today is actually almost to an end. But I hope that you will still enjoy the few minutes that you will spend here. Why Stinky? I don't understand. Yeah, there's lots of failing going around. Today is almost over, but Friday will come, and Saturday is a 12-hour stream. And currently, I have Bean Boozles here, so if you subscribe, I will eat a Bean Boozle. Thank you very much for the pets. Thank you. I love pets. My MMO, Final Fantasy, is going superb. I'm progressing nicely with the story quest, slowly but nicely. I've decided to skip all of the side quests for now because there's a lot of talking and a lot of time put in, and I just don't have that much time streaming. But the story quest is progressing nicely and I love it. And I finally get to do some dungeons too, so that is really awesome. That is just the usual grind. I can't wait until I'm finally able to do end content and level the other classes and everything. How was Phasmo? Did you get some scares in? I love playing Phasmo. I haven't played it in a while, I usually only play it during co-op events, but I love Phasmo. There was a time when I played it almost every day. That was before I started VTubing, but there was a time. I still don't have the level to show, actually. I think I'm, what, 30, 50? I have no idea. Way too low for the amount I played. Well, I guess I should have played more. Did you lose a lot of money? Did you get a lot of scares? Did you get some good pictures? Did you get some nice deaths? One time, one of my friends died with his head resting in the flower pot on the windowsill. Nobody standing, just the head was in the flower pot. Phasma was great. Anyway, let's continue a little bit longer. Streamers will be in about 3 minutes, so at least a little bit of questing still done. I'm really new to the game, so I'm really scared. Aww. Maybe we should play together then at some point. I'm pretty much not scared. I'm always just scared for my money. So if I don't put any items in, or we play with little items, I'm the person that goes around while the ghost is hunting, calling out for the ghost. If you ever want to play together, just let me know, and maybe we can get a little co-op session up. Maybe we can even find a full team. That would be awesome. Obviously, I don't have too much time, but you probably are in the same boat, so it would be awesome. I love being able to co-op with other people. I love meeting new people that I can co-op with on Twitter. That is awesome. Anyway. Thank you, Frazzles. You're thinking of everything. Frazzles is my amazing mod. Just so you guys know. I can imagine, yeah. You saw the maid outfit? What? I have to check that out. I have to check that out. Anyway. It is so a great power protect us. When first you came to us, I told you that the Echo would be instrumental in dealing with the primal threat. I trust you now begin to see why. The recent incidents all share the common trait. Meticulous planning. Such elaborate designs are a new development, and one which fills me with an unshakable sense of foreboding. While I share your concern, my presiding feeling is one of relief at your safe return. The immortal flames assured me that they will deal with your aftermath, so you need not concern yourself with that. You may rest easy for a time. I suggest you take full advantage of the respite. You may be sure it won't last long. Once the people learn the identity of the hero who felled Ifrit, I fear you will have nary a moment to yourself. Whether she intended to or not, Winfila neglected to tell you something. Something I think it would be... I clicked again. Sorry. Oh! I wear maid for outfit as my default. Male clothes? Female clothes? That's dumb. Dumb talk, it's called fashion. I think I saw a meme somewhere that was like, what do you mean that these clothes are for females? You're just too wimpy to wear them. Just wear whatever the hell you want. Ugh. I mean, in the beginning, skirts were only for men. It was a sign of royalty, was it not? I really have to check it out. I love all my clothes. I've worked so long on my Walpurgis clothes, I can't wait to show it to you guys. It's my most detailed one yet. I put so many details in. It isn't even a crazy design like I usually do. It's a very normal design. I think normal by my standards at least. I can't wait to see the maid outfit. I always love to see new clothing. I always love to see the designs of others too. Twitter is so full with so many good designs. I wish I had more time to draw. I would draw so many awesome designs too. I guess that's how most people feel. More time would be awesome. Why do we all have to have day jobs? Oh my. The battle is not going how I expected it would be. I hope we can do it because I don't want to start on Friday with a boss battle. It seems like... Yeah, we did it! The 3 last survivors killed everything. That was good. Okay, this is streamers for today. Let's do a little bit more questing before we stop. It concerns the tempered abductees that were rescued. I'm sorry to report that all are to be put to death. The flames with whom you were imprisoned included. Needless to say, this information must not be made known to the public. I swear to you that we would not do this if there were any other recourse. But once a man is tempered, he is tempered for life. His very existence lends strength to the primal whom he cannot choose but worship. And so we Science continue our fight, that no more innocents need be sacrificed. I hope that you will continue to stand with us. But I should be going. I must offer my apologies to the Flame General for the losses his people suffered. Till next time. God forgive me, how many more lives? Lozak would never have allowed this to happen. I have to do better. I have to be stronger. Yeah, he's living the emo playboy life. Yahoo! Until not so very long ago, you were but one of the many adventurers seeking to make their way in Eorzea. But for your character and courage, you were raised to the esteemed post of envoy. Thereafter, you traveled the realm, aiding those in need without a thought of reward, confirming to Thancred that the Science would benefit from your aid. And no sooner had you joined us than you personally bested the primal Ifrit. You have achieved a great deal in a short time, and won fame in so doing. Alas, fame does not come without a price, as you will soon discover. We have guests, or rather, you have guests. Oh, are we meeting the twins now? Beg pardons. That's not the twins. Ah, Milady Minfilia, radiant as ever. I am given to understand that the Science of the Seventh Dawn have but recently welcomed a new hero into their midst. I am here on behalf of the Maelstrom, Grand Company of Limsa, to offer said hero a place of honor within our ranks. As you can see, your recent exploits have garnered you the attention of the Grand Companies of Eorzea. Each organization would have Ifrit's bane for its own. To this end, all three have sent officers to court you. They would not ordinarily go to such lengths as to enlist a new recruit. That they have is evidence of their high regard for you. I find myself wondering how word of Saint's deed spread so quickly. That the immortal flame should know of her triumph is to be expected, but what of the other grand companies? Yeep! Your reputation precedes you, Mr. Trailer. 'Tis no ordinary woman who can face a primal and emerge the victor. The Order of the Twin Adder has need of valiant women such as you. Join your strength to ours, friend, and together let us ensure that peace ever reigns over the Twelveswood. What a pleasure it is to finally meet you, Mr. Trailer. My comrades speak of you in the most glowing terms. Why, ever before you aided us against the Amalja in the Dead Primal, yours is already a respected name in Ulder. Our people know you and love you as well. Sorry for so many spelling mistakes. A woman of your talent belongs with the immortal flames. Join your strength to ours, friend, and together let us secure a prosperous future for Ulder. The Admiral has not exaggerated when she said you have the look of a hero. Full often does she speak of you, friend. It is only natural that we should want you for the Maelstrom. Join your strength to ours, and together let us see the grand vessel of Limsa to the shores of glory. Harsh decision. Very well. Though I am quite sure you need not reminding, mayhap a brief summary of the situation would help to clarify your thoughts on this matter. As you know, the Grand Companies are all-encompassing organizations empowered to call upon the martial, economic, and technological resources of their respective city-states in times of strife. There are presently 3 such organizations in Eorzea: the Maelstrom of Limsa Lominsa, the Order of the Twin Adder of Gridania, and the Immortal Flames of Ulda. Serving a Grand Company means serving the nation to which it belongs. You will be charged with its defense and tasked with advancing its cause. Sorry? In return for your faithful service, you will be furnished with various rewards, some of which you may well prove useful to you in your other endeavors. If you are agonizing over which of the Grand Companies best deserves your loyalty, be at ease. The commitment you make this day need not be permanent. Should you wish to shift your allegiance at a later date, you are entitled to do so, and yet I concede that it is no small choice you face. A thought occurs to me. You will of course recall that the 3 city-states are planning to hold remembrance services. Well, as part of the proceedings, I am given to understand that the leader of each Grand Company will deliver an address. Hearing these addresses ought to help you make an informed decision. What say you, my dear officers? A fine suggestion! You are as wise as you are beautiful, my lady. Very well. Let Saint hear our leader speak, then return here with her decision. We eagerly await your answer. Which means that I have a little bit longer to decide. I would love to go with Twin Adder, but I think you can join all 3 one after the other. And they do each have their own achievements and things to get. So I should probably start at one that I don't like Ulda, because Ulda is fire, which is the furthest away from me. And then work my way up through Limsa Lominsa and then to Gridania. Probably. I could also just go with the one I like most and keep the achievement hunting for my old main. I don't know. I know full well that adventurers are by their nature a liberty-loving breed, and not best suited to the disciple of military service discipline. But I strongly urge you to join a Grand Company nonetheless. While the promise of reward is enticing in itself, it is not the only benefit. You are possessed of great power, and with it you are capable of doing untold good. Yet know that great power is wont to attract attention, not all of it friendly. There will be those who wish you ill, and you must needs be on the lookout for them. Yet however vigilant you are but one woman. In the midst of a Grand Company, however, you will be one woman amongst many, a friend amongst friends. Your achievements will be shared, and so will the danger. I can think of no better arrangement. Of course, joining one organization needs not mean leaving another. I hope that we can continue to rely upon your aid. The 12 know that we will have need of it in the days ahead. The Grand Companies seek to protect their own nations. We Science, on the other hand, seek to preserve the future of Eorzea as a whole. Similar, yet not quite the same. Now then, I expect that you will be afield more often in the future. As such, I would have you carry this link pearl with you at all times. It will allow us to stay in touch regardless of location. Eorzea is changing, and you have the power to help shape it anew. None can say what the morrow will bring, but so long as we believe in ourselves, there is naught we cannot achieve. Now it is time you make ready for your journey. Before you depart, be sure to speak to Tataru. She will apprise you as to where and when the remembrance services are due to take place. But that is for next time, aka Saturday. For now, I think I will walk out of here. And that is where I will log out. You also have to think about who to raid. Well, I'm gonna check if Akia the Red is streaming. He did say that he was going to do his own thing now, which is probably streaming, but I'm not sure. Yep, he is. And he is streaming Final Fantasy, obviously. Which means that we are going to raid him. Then again, stay with us here. Okay. Raid Akia. You just check if I have this right. Yeah, I do. What? Hi, Real! I've just, literally just now, started my raid of another one. Thank you very much for the raid, though. I hope that you had a wonderful stream. Hi, everyone, I'm State of Failure, and I'm going to raid you off to another one. Chain raid! It happens. I have raided offline people before, so you're still not doing that bad. Chain raids are awesome too. Thank you very much for the raid, Real. I hope that you had a wonderful stream. Raidception. Now, for everyone here and for the new joins too, I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your time, rest of your week, and a wonderful start into your weekend if we don't see each other before then, with lots of love, kindness and respect, because each and every one is wonderful and deserving. Stay awesome, guys, and yeah, sorry for the bad timing. I streamed way longer than expected, but I will see you hopefully on Friday, and if not, just enjoy your time. See you next time. Bye.